I mean, this is a whole new start.
New start, new chapter, aye.
New chapter, new promoter, new weight division. Is it a new Josh Taylor?
Yeah, remains to be seen, obviously, but I believe so, aye, absolutely.
So what's the feeling then? Because like we were just talking, you've gone up in weight. You didn't need to go up in weight. It's not because you were dead at the weight.
Yeah.
You just wanted something.
Yeah, I just thought I need a fresh start, fresh change, new beginnings, new challenges, set new goals, new targets, which then refreshes your energy, refreshes your enthusiasm for the sport, refreshes everything, because then it's back to being the hunter again. It's a new challenge. I've been there, done that, wore all the 4 t-shirts, so it's like, right, go on and chase it. You've not got any t-shirts of this next week, let's go get them.
So has it done that? Has it actually? Because it's all well and good saying it's going to reinvigorate me. Has it done it? Are you seeing it in the gym and stuff?
Yeah, it has, because I feel like I've not done anything at this weight now. I've not done nothing. I'm the new kid on the block at the weight. So I'm testing the waters against a very tough opponent in Ekow. And a great guy. Get his wrong out. He's a great guy, but he's a very tough opponent. He's going to be coming in there to give me it tight. And that's his style. It's a tough fight. It's a tough debut for me at welterweight, and this will see where I am, at this fight. If I come through this and do it well, deal with him handily enough, then go look at chasing for titles and belts and getting another couple of t-shirts to wear and put in, and another belts for on the mantelpiece, so that's the goal and that's the mindset. It's back to setting new goals, new targets, rather than being there, done that, wore the t-shirt. It's like, right, let's go and get a new one now. So yeah, it's rekindled the fire. So
were you finding that the flame had actually gone out last couple of fights? Because let me say this, I'll look at your box rec. It doesn't look like you anymore. Like those last 3 things, that's not Josh Taylor. You check Josh Taylor's box rec, win, 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 win. That's just like it's not you.
Yeah, I mean, the performances weren't great, but there was a lot of factors in there as well, which was like, the first one was the injury that I had on my foot, the plantar fascia tendon issue, a complete tear. That was in January. Top Rank then gave me a date, right, we need you to fight. When can you fight? I said, well, I don't know. The doctors are saying like 5 months recovery time. So I just said June. I went to the doctor, when they're saying, when can I get a date to be ready to fight? He says, you'll probably be able to do full training and be ready to fight in June. So I turned back round and said, okay, they're saying maybe I'll be June, get back sort of fitness wise. So then they set the date for June in New York. And don't get us wrong, there's no excuses. I went into the fight to the best of my ability, prepared to the best of my ability with what I had, considering I couldn't run, I couldn't do any leg conditioning sort of work because I couldn't run on the leg. I think I got about 4 curve treadmill sessions in the last 4 weeks, so that wasn't ideal. But I went into the fight anyway. I felt great, I felt good, I was sparring well, knocking out plenty of sparring partners. So yeah, I had no excuses. He would just beat me on the night. It wasn't my best performance, wasn't the best preparation, but I went in on the night, felt great, and I got beat on the night, end off really. So that happened. Then obviously the Jack fight. Again, I thought I performed better on the second fight. I actually thought I won the fight, but the judges were just 117, 111. So they only gave me three rounds in the whole fight. I thought it was way out of order. This talk about the first fight was a bad decision, but I thought that one, in terms of, you could argue either way who won the fight, but the scoring was ridiculous. But again, I felt I boxed okay. But yeah, you're right, it wasn't my best. So I just feel now that's all behind me now. I'm now ready to prove a point now. I've got something to prove to myself and prove to everybody else that I can become a 2-weight world champion, and it's rekindled the fire in my stomach, and I can't wait to get going. Can't wait.
What's left?
I think there's plenty left, yeah. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now if I thought I couldn't be another world champion again. I couldn't pick up another couple of titles. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you, and I've got good people around me that would be saying the same thing as well. So as long as I'm maybe not performing the same in the gym and things like that, that's when I know I've got good people around me that will say to me that, like, you're not quite the Josh Taylor you were before. It's maybe time to go. You've done it all. You've achieved it all. Go enjoy your life, And I could quite go easily and do that. I've still not. I'm at a point in my life now where I want to start a family with my wife. I'm away an awful lot from my wife down south training and stuff like that when I don't need to be. But that shows you the hunger that I've still got and the desire that I've still got. I still want to be a two-way world champion. And I'm still putting my family life on hold, and to a certain extent, I'm away a long periods of time from home, from my wife, because I'm away training, and I'm doing it because I want to become a world champion. The desire's still there.
So are you happy with your career at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm still hungry for more.
Yeah. But you're proud of everything that you've achieved, and you do look back and be like, oh my God, I did all of this. I did all. Look at the picture with all the belts.
Yeah,
you're able to appreciate that.
Absolutely. The first and only UK undisputed world champion in the 4-belt era. And who can say that?
Well, no one.
No one. Exactly, no one. One in whatever the population of the UK is, 60, 70 million. I'm the only one that can say that. So I can quite happily go to my bed at night and sleep like a baby. So yeah, I could retire tomorrow and be happy, but I still know in 6 months' time I'll say, I could have got more. Yeah. I could have got more, And I'd rather go out of the sport, say, well, I tried it. If it doesn't work, which I believe it will, if it doesn't work, I can say, well, I tried it, it didn't work. Rather than stopping and then 2-3 years down the line, I could have maybe tried that. I could have done that. That would grate me for the rest of my life.
I've heard you talk about, like, during your amateur career, at different points, you've had this negative monkey who's telling you can't do this, you're not going to do this, you're rubbish, Josh, you're not going to win this tournament. And part of your battle, part of your fight, is the fight with him before you actually have the fight. Yeah. Is that negative monkey still knocking about? Is he here?
Yeah, you always get that little bit of negativity. And then you always get the outside negativity from everybody else as well. But then it's the mindset that changes it. It's the getting the baseball bat on the monkey that's on the other soldier going, F off, you're away, I'll show you, and we'll see what we're made of. And that's what's the one that's keeping me going. There's always a little bit of negativity, there's always a little bit of doubts, what if, but it's the mindset that changes it.
How much are you driven by naysayers?
I'd say that's a big factor in my drive. I've had it my whole career, and I love just sticking the middle fingers up and saying, I told you so. I love it. I was speaking
to Lee Wood recently, and he's got a similar kind of thing. In fact, he screenshots things that people are tweeting, and he's got a little folder and he uses it for motivation. Yeah. Have you got anything similar to that, or is it all just up here? No, really, it's mostly up here. There's a couple of little things that I've stuck out, bits and bobs in the time throughout the years, but you don't forget it. You don't forget and you remember it. But I'm not the kind of pettiness to go, all right, I was going to save that one and I'm going to get that person back when I achieve it. As I just do it in general. Just in general, stick up a post with the success. You stick up a picture with the belts, and that's enough to say, shut them up. Success silences everything. Exactly, yeah. So Ekow Essuman is not your traditional kind of test your water kind of fight, because that water seems pretty deep to me. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's a great fighter, Ekow. I've never been one to shy away from fights my whole career. I've always taken big fights from very early on in my career. And this one, being a debut at welterweight, is a very tough fight for myself. It's a tough fight for him as well, but it's a tough fight for myself. I know that he's proven, tested, and he's a proven good product and a good fighter. He's only lost to good fighters in his career. And yeah, it's going to be I'm in for a tough night's work if I'm not on my A game. So I need to make sure I'm on my A game and do a number on him. I believe at my best I do a number on him. But he's going to be a tough night. It's going to be a tough night, and it's giving me that fear factor, which is what I need. Do a number on him. Define what that means. Outboxing him, outfighting him, outwitting him, outthinking him. Which is what I think I can do. I can outbox him, I can outwit him, and I can the tactics. I can out tactics during mid-fight. I can adapt and change. But I think it is a tough night's work. And it's one that
it's got the butterflies, like we're talking about, the butterflies in the stomach, you know, that little fear factor to make sure that I'm doing everything right.
What are you thinking about this welterweight division? Obviously, all attention on Ekow Essuman. He's the man in your way. But it feels like there's like that Brian Norman.
Yeah.
It feels like he's there. Someone can get hold of him and beat him, take that belt. Are you seeing that at all?
Yeah, it's opened up a little bit welterweight again. You know, obviously with Crawford like relinquishing the belts and moving up and all that. So yeah, it's opened back up, which is a great opportunity for myself to come in and sweep them up. You know, and that's the intentions that I've got. You know, and that's what I want to do. But first, I've got to get past this high hurdle, which is Ekow Essuman, and I need to make sure that I'm on my A game to do it.
You believe in manifesting. I think you used to write stuff down and then it would come true. Is that still going on?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm still writing on Josh Taylor, 2-weight world champion. So yeah, I've been doing that for months and months. You know, so yeah, I can't wait to get going and bring it into fruition.
When you say you write it down, does it go on the fridge, in the kitchen kind of thing, or is it just a note on your phone, or
just anywhere where I am? It's never on my phone. It's just anywhere where I am. If I'm in the kitchen at house or a hotel room or a bar or somewhere, and there's a bit of paper and there's a pen there, I'd be sitting in public somewhere in a bar and there's a pen or whatever. I'll just write it down. When I'm in hotel rooms, I write them down and I leave them about for folk to see. You know, I leave them about. Josh Taylor, world champion. Josh Taylor, future world champion. And now I'm writing Josh Taylor, 2-weight world champion. And I'm just everywhere I get a chance to do it, I just write it and leave it wherever it is. You know, that all the vision, you know, looking into making myself believe it, the law of attraction. I very much believe in it.
It's like you program your mind and then it all just...
Yeah, programming myself to drum it into my mind, drumming myself conscious into believing, into knowing I can do it. I can believe I can do it, but I know I can do it. I'm drumming myself in here that I can do this, no problem.
So what have you programmed for May 24th?
I've just envisioned this fight a whole load of times already. I've envisioned this fight being a battle, a toe-to-toe battle. Me coming out on top. Everyone's been me coming out on top. I've envisioned myself just boxing them and out manoeuvring them and out pointing them and out jabbing them. I've envisioned myself knocking them out, but every time it's me winning and coming out on top and having a good atmosphere, and the house is on fire in the hydro. It's going to be great.
It's where you won a world title as well. You've got some special memories in Glasgow, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's my home arena, you know, ever since the Commonwealth Games. You know, it's I won the gold medal at the Commonwealth Games there, won my couple of titles there early on in my career, the WBC silver, then I won my first world title there, defended it there as well, and you know, I've had some great nights in the hydro, so it's my home arena and I'm looking forward to coming back and doing it all again.
Is it an ambition of yours to go down as Scotland's greatest ever, or are you kind of leaving that alone because of your respect for Ken Buchanan?
Yeah, I don't like to do that. You know, I just want to be the best that I can be, which is become a 2-weight world champion and go down in the history books as one of Scotland's greatest warriors. You know, I don't think, in my humble opinion, I don't think anyone beats Ken Buchanan, due to the era and the fighters that he was in amongst at that time. And there was only really one title at the time, well, two actually then, but there was only one man in the division that time, and you know, I just don't think that'll be beaten. So yeah, I love the fact that one of my heroes is Ken Buchanan, and I love the fact that I've emulated him in so many ways. You know, the way that we won our titles, the way that we've done it, and us being the only people in Scotland to do it as well. You know, doing it away from home as well, winning all the titles away from home. So yeah, we've got a lot of similarities, so I'm just proud that I can even be mentioned in the same breath as that man. So no, he's the best, Ken Buchanan. I'm just glad that I can be along beside him and achieve that, what I have done. To be put alongside him in terms of my name goes beside that man is a great honour.
Couple more things. You've got Drew Liband and Alex Arthur Jr. appearing on your undercard. Now, these are surnames that mean so much to Scottish boxing, right?
Yeah.
It must be quite a proud moment for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. You know, like we just touched on it there, that coming back to Scotland, and you know, we're starved. We're starved for boxing shows up here. The big productions, the big promoters, we hardly ever come up here. It's only been when there's been Alex Arthur, Scott Harrison, then Ricky Burns, and then it was myself as carrying the sort of flag. So when I can get an opportunity to fight up here, I like to try and get the Scottish lads on and make sure they get priority to get on, because it's a chance for them to showcase their skills and showcase their talent that everybody's working and dreaming for, becoming world champion, becoming the next world champion in Scotland. Everyone's dreaming and striving for that. So for me to come back here and put on a show, and it gives all the local lads, Scottish lads, I like to try and make sure that all the Scottish lads get on the show.
What does it mean to be Scottish, Josh?
I love it. I love it, man. I'm so patriotic and proud to be Scotland. It's unbelievable. I'm Scottish through and through. I love it.
But what does it mean if you're a Scottish person? You've got Scotland running through your veins. What does it mean?
It's hard to describe, really. I'm just so proud of being where I'm from, and the culture and the people and the heritage of where I'm from. It goes back to, you know, I feel like when I'm going into that arena there, I feel like I'm a Jacobite going into Scotland fighting against the world, you know, and wearing the shield with the kilt and the picks. You know, that's how I feel. I feel like a warrior. I feel like a gladiator, and I got the whole nation behind me to put the nation on the map as well, on the world scene. I love representing my country.
Best of luck.
No, thank you very much.
Nice to speak
Thank
to
you.
you.